Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeb, also known as Jamie, and I'm going to be playing Kerbal Space Program with the Mission Controller mod. I am not great at the Kerbal Space Program, that's probably the first thing I need to be saying here. I'm going to be starting up a new game. We'll see whether we've got any notes. So the budget's set at 50k, which is the normal starting point, and I've set the Kerbal insurance cost at 55k. That's from something I read online, which apparently is correct. NT Space Program is what we're going to be starting on. That seems to be a pretty full-featured set of missions. So there's 29 basic missions, and then a whole bunch of commercial missions, which you'll be able to do towards the end. I'm hoping to release these reasonably regularly. We'll see how well this goes. So the first mission that we've got is to bring a ship up to 75k and land it safe and use a parachute. And remember, drag chutes are a no-no. I don't really know what drag chutes are, but let's just work with this. So we've got 20k's worth of prizes here to be won, so to speak. So starting the same way as I have done, I've attempted to record this video a few times and it hasn't worked. So I've gone and got myself a copy of Fraps, and we'll see whether this is any more useful. So pop a parachute on the top, and the other thing that I'm going to do, which is something that I have learnt from a previous run, is add a couple of extra parachutes onto this, just to make sure that we don't have any bits falling off the bottom or anything like that. I'm also going to add a ASAS module as well, I think. Yeah, it's only 300. I think it's going to be worth it. It just means that I can worry a little bit less about things. That's interesting. We appear to have MechJeb on here. So I didn't realise we had MechJeb installed. Can't see any of the MechJeb things in here, so I think it's probably safe to ignore that for now. Fuel tank wise, I'm going to use one of these, and I'm actually also going to add one of the little fuel tanks as well, just to make sure that we've definitely got enough to get up there. Having tried this in the past, I have found that although it's possible to do it without using the extra fuel tank, it's very, very close. Right, so that's all of that. The other thing that I will add actually is a couple of battery packs as well. To be honest, mostly just to ensure that we don't run out of battery power on the way up, because we are using a probe body, not a actual person. And finally, just make sure we get the staging right. I have run this now twice where I've got the staging wrong and had the parachutes in the same place as the engine, which generally speaking is a bad idea. Right, so let's name this craft the Jeb Mark 1, I guess. Seems to be appropriate. Save that craft and let's launch, I guess. So obviously this is a very, very basic starting point on Kerbal Space Program. Just going straight up and straight back down again. So I've set the SAS on, and hopefully I can be relatively hands-free for this. So we're going up with going out to 100 meters a second. I'm actually going to start slowing myself down a little bit already. I realise this seems a little bit early to do this, but what I want to make sure that I'm doing is not hitting terminal velocity on the way up. Trying to save as much fuel as possible. Normally I'd start to dethrottle about 150, but let's make sure we've got our resources up as well so we can see how we're doing on this. Bring this down a bit more. Right, so we're at 5,000 meters, so we're what, a 15th of the way up there. Starting to come up to a 10th now. Slowing myself down a little bit more, 200 meters a second. How are we doing on atmosphere? It's all right at the moment. Okay. So continuing up, slowing down a bit more. We're coming up to about half fuel, I guess. No, below half fuel now. So just looking at our resources up here. Electric charge is basically full because we haven't done anything, which yeah, I mean it's always nice, but a little bit pointless perhaps to put those extra battery packs on. although the amount of battery that you get from just the basic battery from the basic probe body module is pretty limited. One thing that we do need to be careful of course, is that as we get higher and higher we lose atmosphere, and losing atmosphere means that the wings aren't going to work, and although we do have a vectoring engine, i.e. an engine which will bend and point in a direction, if we're going too slowly the vectoring engine isn't going to help us keep straight, so I need to just keep an eye on which direction we're facing. At the moment it's been perfectly pointing straight up, so we don't seem to have much of a problem at the moment. Let's see on the map how high our apoapsis is. Our apoapsis is currently 40k. What I'm going to do is actually burn up now that we're predominantly out of the atmosphere. Switch that back over to surface view. What speed are we going to get to? About just over 1,000 metres a second, and an apoapsis of easily high enough, so we have succeeded in at least the first part of this. Next part of this is of course getting this back home safe, which could be a bit more of a challenge, and as you'll notice, although we do turn, we don't turn terribly quickly at this point. So, not a big deal of course. Let's just try and keep ourselves relatively straight here. There we go, and I'll time accelerate so as that we can, there we go, hit our first goal. So the next part is to bring it back down onto Kerbal. So you can see we have been really pretty good actually at going straight upwards, which got to be a good sign. See if we can speed up any further. No, we can't, we're not high enough yet. Maybe if I slow down and speed up, yeah, there we go. Speeding up, slowing back down again, and speeding up again. So what I'm going to do is to pop the parachutes at somewhere around 10k. I'm hoping this will be about right. Maybe a little lower actually, maybe 5. Right, we're slowing down to 5k. So fingers are very firmly crossed at this point. I am popping parachutes. Surface speed is slowing. 120, 110, 100 meters a second. This will drop very, very suddenly, and I'm worried that I'm going to drop the engine off the bottom of this, which I have seen happen before. So 90 meters a second. Remember, when we get to 500 meters, the parachutes are going to pop. So 85, I think we're going to lose some of this. Oh no, we have lost the vast majority of that. Well, there it goes. Oh dear. Oh. There are still bits though rolling. That's got to be a good sign. I don't think those are flying. I think those are definitely rolling. Okay, good. Well, let's get this down to ground level. Yeah, they're definitely rolling because they're going around in massive circles. Oh, no, they explode. Okay, never mind. I was hoping we'd be able to recover those. But at least we've got, some worthless body parts. Okay, so we've unfortunately spent quite a bit of budget on this. Not for much good reason. Where are we compared to the Space Centre? Let's try and find it. That must. There we go. It's just over there. Quite a long way over there, and hopefully this will come down in one piece. There we go. Hard finish goals, and we literally have nothing that we can recover from this. So that's rather unfortunate. So we're going to be on 46.3k, but we can get on to the next mission. Recycle. There we go. Recycle. So we only lost just under 1,000 space bucks, or whatever we're calling them. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So let's pop back out to the space station. We'll work out what our next mission's going to be. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.